Hey, what's happening everyone? SirJames coming at you guys with another video, and today's video is pretty special because I'm here to give you guys a Nintendo Switch buyer's guide. Now, whether or not you just recently bought a Nintendo Switch, or you guys are planning on getting one for yourself later on, or you may be buying it as a gift for the holiday seasons, then I am here to basically give you guys my recommendations as far as accessories go, and of course some games to get you started. So step number one is of course to figure out which console you want for the Nintendo Switch. Now do keep in mind that they're all the same in terms of memory with 32 gigabytes, and they can be expanded using micro SD cards, which I'll touch upon that a little bit later within this video. So the first option is the standard default $300 price range. There's two different variants. There's either the gray model or there is the neon version that comes with a neon red and blue Joy-Con. The only difference between the two is the fact that one comes with the color Joy-Cons while the other one does not. Now, if you're looking for a bundled version, there's two different ones as of this video. The first one, which is a Walmart exclusive, is known as the Splatoon 2 bundle. That one also comes with its own variation of colors, and of course you also get a copy of Splatoon inside. Now, the second option, which is the more recent one in October, is the Super Mario Odyssey bundle, which comes with a matching red set of Joy-Cons. You also get a voucher to download Super Mario Odyssey, and of course you also get a carrying case as well, so you're getting a little bit more bang for your buck at the $380 price tag. Now, once you figured out which console you want as far as the Switch goes, the next step is of course starting with the accessories. The first and must-have accessory for the Nintendo Switch is a screen protector, because you got to remember you have that screen that is going to be exposed. It's not like the Nintendo 3DS where it has that clamshell design where you could easily close it to protect it when not in use. It's going to be exposed to the elements, and of course unless if you also have it in a case. But a screen protector is definitely a must-have, especially if you're getting it as a gift for your little ones. You definitely want to be able to protect that $300 investment that you put into it. My recommendation as far as what I have on mine is the Nyko screen protector. What this one is that it's a tempered glass one, so which means that it's much more easier to install compared to the plastic ones, and plus it's much more heavy duty. It's going to offer you a lot more protection, and it goes on so clean that you wouldn't even know that you have one on there in the first place, and it definitely helps as far as fingerprints and smudges go. But definitely the Nyko screen protector, or just any glass screen protector in general, you could always see it on Amazon if you want to see some pricing options, or you could also check your local GameStop for that brand. Now the next option is of course getting a game case, just a little kind of carrying case that you could put your Switch into, especially when you're not currently using it. The one that I could easily recommend for sure, because it's what I have as well, which is basically the Nintendo Switch Game Traveler Deluxe case. This is a case made by RDS Industries, which goes for about anywhere between $15 to $20. What's nice about this one is that they have a wide variety of different options and designs. They have designs for Super Mario Odyssey, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart, some plain designs. So what's nice about it is it's basically heavy duty for sure, and it has plenty of room to keep your Nintendo Switch safe even with your Joy-Cons intact. And what's nice is that there's a pouch on the top, so if you want to put some headphones in there. And of course, if you flip it on over, there's actually two additional cases or that you could actually store your Nintendo Switch games, so that way you don't have to kind of keep it separate. It's all right there when you need it, and plus it's easy to carry with you if you want to take it with you on the go. But like I said, the Nintendo Switch Game Traveler Deluxe case by RDS Industries. Now the next option you want to get, and again, it kind of depends on what you're going with. If you're buying a lot of games, or if you're buying some of the newer games that come out, you're going to notice that they're going to have like this logo on the top saying that you are going to need a memory card. Then obviously the next step is to buy a micro SD card. Now don't be fooled. If you go to any Nintendo Switch aisle, you're probably going to already notice the SanDisk designed by the Nintendo areas. They're going to have like the Nintendo characters on it. You're going to see like the Nintendo Switch logos on those micro SD cards. Don't buy those. The reason why is because those are basically overpriced because of the Nintendo brand. My recommendation is to check places like Best Buy, for example. Like for now, like during Black Friday, they have a 128 gigabyte one for $30. That's a really good deal, and it's what I have in mind. Works out great. Or you could even check Amazon, but I recommend a SanDisk brand, because it's just one I'm a little bit more familiar with. And like I said, check places like Best Buy and Amazon to try to get the best deal as possible. It doesn't matter what size you want to go with. I mean, I recommend probably at least a 64 gig on up, just so that way you could be on the safe side. Alright, so now that you figured out what version of the Nintendo Switch you wanted to get, and of course a list of definitely must-have recommendations as far as accessories go, let's go ahead and talk about the games. Now, when the Nintendo Switch first came out, they didn't have many games. It's just a handful, and I've always stated that, you know, it's probably going to be worth picking up at the end of the year. And now, if you look on the store shelves, there's a lot of games to choose from, which is great. So not only do you have a strong lineup of first-party games, but the Nintendo Switch has also been getting a lot of great third-party support. Bethesda, for example, releasing Skyrim, and of course next year Wolfenstein 2. I mean, it's pretty crazy. And you have Doom. And of course, on top of that, if you look on the Nintendo eShop, not only will you find digital versions of the games as well if you wanted to go that route, but of course there's also a bunch of additional games on top of that. Now let's go ahead and talk about some recommendations. So the first game for sure is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm pretty sure you probably have heard this game countless of times. Heck, it's even being nominated in the bidding for Game of the Year for 2017. It's actually a fun-filled adventure where you basically wake up not knowing who you are or why you're there, and basically as you travel along your journey, you are reclaiming your memories to basically save Hyrule once again. You are doing your duty. And it was just a fun-filled adventure. There's so much to explore, and you could literally go anywhere within the game. Now, another game I could easily recommend as well, if you're looking for something that you could easily pick up and play, especially if it's, you know, you want to play with, you know, your son, or maybe something you want to get for your kids, or heck, even yourself, is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's just a simple, fun game that's a pick up and play with ease. And what's cool too, especially you could take advantage of the Nintendo Switch's feature, the fact that let's say you wanted to play a 2-player option, you don't have to go out and buy another, you know, $80 pair of controllers for Joy-Cons or the Pro controller. You could literally hand the person next to you a half of your Joy-Con, and now you are playing 2 players on the Nintendo Switch, whether it be docked on the big screen or even in its tablet mode. And again, that's another cool feature. Now, another game I could easily recommend is a couple of digital options. The first one is a classic, and this is part of my childhood here, but we have Sonic Mania. It takes the classic levels and basically revamps them to HD 60 frames, and of course they tweak some of the levels around and added some really nice Easter eggs. That game is only $20, but it's definitely well worth the price. And of course, another fun game that's a digital option is Rocket League. Yes, Rocket League is actually on the Nintendo Switch. It's got really great support, and there's also a cross-play option, meaning that if you're on the Switch, you could either be playing with other Switch users, or of course you'd be competing with other people like on the PC, and I believe also on the Xbox. Fortunately, there's no cross-play support between PlayStation users, but who knows, that may change in the future, but you definitely can't go wrong with those options. Now, going back as far as physical releases, again, there's also digital versions as well, depending on how you wanted to collect the games. If you're looking for something that's on the RPG side, they do have the Elderscrolls V Skyrim on the Switch. Yes, Skyrim has probably been out and revamped and been out once again so many different times where people are sick of it, but the fact that you have a portable version of Skyrim on the go being supported pretty well on the Nintendo Switch is great. And plus, if you have some amiibo characters, you could even get some additional outfits to kind of fit the overall tone. Now, another game, if you've ever been fans of Super Mario 64 back in the day or Galaxies, is of course Super Mario Odyssey. That's another fun-filled adventure filled with a lot of references, Easter eggs, and just overall kind of tugs at the heartstrings a little bit. And especially, you know, you gotta save Peach once again, but this time around she may or may not be in another castle. And of course, last but not least, technically this game is currently not out as I'm recording this video, but another big RPG game yet to be released is called Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So far, based on my early impressions of the game and trailer and gameplay, this definitely looks like a promising title. I've enjoyed the Xenoblade games myself, and this is definitely going to be one that's going to be worthy of picking up on the Nintendo Switch once that releases. But that pretty much concludes my video. Like I said, I just wanted to give you guys a few recommendations to get you started, some $20 games and high-end games, kind of give you a little bit more of a variety of games, anything from action-packed to racing. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Like I said, definitely look around for pricings and whatnot. You may find some better deals elsewhere, but like I said, you could easily find these places like GameStop, Walmart, Target, Amazon, Best Buy, you name it. But again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, and until then, I'll see you guys on the next video.